They can work in the active policy as one actor. And the top of the federal minister of works, there is the regional also regional works bureau. So it is the second one of the actor from the minister of works for implementation of the policy. When you come down in the actor also, we have a low level of warada. So we need the subsidy.
Please listen, everyone. Please listen.
So when we say that warada, it is a subsidy of the regional state. So we can put the actor also, and also there is a non-LCO organization policies like finance offers, like agriculture offers. Those things we can call them as actor who can involve indirectly to the LCO policy.
Right. So I'm just cutting it short. Like the challenges which you think the global actors,
yes,
as Upendra has pointed out, whether they are good for your country, bad, or mixed approach. So can you tell something about that?
Yes, there is a challenge actually. One, it is limitation of the coordination of the program. One. Second,
so what coordination do you feel is missing?
The good manner from the top to the lowers, how we can implement the program like HIV program. It is high burden endemics in our country. The policies we can implement from the donors and the policy we can implement from the regions is very little and well coordinated, and the virus also can.
So you are saying that when they are part of the policy making, so they try to dictate what their aims are.
Like cultural limitation. So this is the one who can present.
Okay, so they are not taking into account the cultural part of that particular policy.
Yes.
Right.
Second, there is the political and instability. In some issues, there is some politics, like personal interest, country interest, and the community interest.
Right.
Just the challenge we say. Other is accountability and the weak accountability. So you don't go after this one, so they can.
Wonderful. I think you have listed out few challenges from Ethiopia and what are the key actors which have played a role. Any one or two who want to say? You want to say something? Can you give the mic to him? Just name the country and then. Yeah.
Good morning, Dr. Upendra. Speaking is Laki Menzi Malaza from the Kingdom of Eswatini, formerly known as Swaziland. I so wish you were here. The topic that you were touching is so dear to my heart. There are things that I've observed. I've been working for 17 years in the health sector. So many things were exposed during COVID. The people that you think that are actors, our politicians, the people that we elect to parliament, during the COVID pandemic, they were not the ones who were in charge. They were telling us things that were coming from the United Nations. When it was the American government, when America said people should be mandatorily vaccinated, it was like that all over the world. I don't know if it was an exception in India. People, when Joe Biden ascended to power, he mandated vaccinations. Then he said people who were refusing should be kicked out of work. Why am I saying this? I'm looking at the principles of globalization as you've written here. You talked about liberalization. Liberty is freedom, freedom of choice, freedom to be yourself. We did have some instances, global pandemics. Was it a pandemic? It was a problem, HIV and AIDS in Swaziland. We are ranked #1 in the world. Some will say it's because we love women. We do. So during the fight against HIV, people people who refused to take antiretroviral medications were allowed to die. I saw that. I was working. By 2004, I was a student to 2008. So I was practicing in the clinics. I saw that happen. A lot of people died. So that was liberty, explained. But during COVID, liberty was eliminated. So to me, this is not true. One day I heard the king, His Majesty the King, King of the Dead, in one of the parades. He was taking the statistics from the Minister of Health, saying that now we've been able to control HIV, even the statistics that we were seeing as we were working, because there are a lot of workshops that were being done by the NGOs from the United States. And all of a sudden, I also watch news. I heard a reporter at CNN saying, Americans now shouldn't worry about HIV because now we found treatment. And I said, these people, what were they doing in this country? Were they testing their medication? It was my thought. All of a sudden, we heard that now tenofovir, lamivudine, and efavirenz, the combination that we were using in the country, a strain now on the efavirenz has mutated. They needed to bring a new drug. On the ground, that combination was the best. It was bringing the best outcome. And I said, what is going on? But it's my thought. I was impressed by the professor, the way he laid the ground. He wasn't speaking what is written. Take things at face value. Take things at face value. That's my comment. That's why I'm saying, if he was here, it would have been fun for me.
So you're talking about Dr. Sanjeev Kumar as well, yesterday's lecture who was taken? The person who has come yesterday, Dr. Sanjeev?
The professor.
The professor.
Yes.
Yeah, the professor, the beard, white beard.
The white beard. I was impressed by that old man. He also said there is a section that protects the donor receiving countries. I don't know if our people are able to say, hey guys, you signed to this when they are negotiating with the special interest people. But that's what I want to pass by and hear his comment. That the liberalization for me is not there.
Right. Thank you very much. I think that shows that the context which has been discussed for over 3 days now, so which has started with Dr. Sanjeev Kumar and then continuing with by Dr. Upendra Bhojani with some live examples. He told about some policy making in UNICEF when he was in a National Health System Resource Center. So when he was making the national health policy of our country. So he was involved when the latest national health policy, 2017, was being made in our country. So that's why his experiences, what he was sharing, is really the experiences which are on the ground. So that is why you are appreciating. And Dr. Upendra has been working with tobacco control policies for quite some time. So he has been again working on the ground, working with on such type of work which he has been doing. So thank you. I think thank you for appreciating the thoughts which have been shared in this. So Upendra, you want to say something? Last concluding comments, because there are many people who would like to share, but in the interest of time, I think. Yeah. Upendra, can you hear us?
True. And I think I got me together. Can you hear me now?
Yes, now clear.
I think it froze again.
It's okay. We can hear you out.
Okay, maybe I keep my video. Okay. No, I could only gather a few parts, which itself are very interesting because I think in between the connection had dropped, and I like I had said in the beginning, it's really a mutual learning from each other. That's why I really always, try to be part of this program. Unfortunately, I could not be there in person. But I think some of the things that I gathered from the two gentlemen who were sharing, I think it's something we see across countries, where wherever there is a global partners involvement, there are often these challenges of coordination, of interest in one particular issue, which then becomes such a priority in the country, and so many resources come. But then suddenly, when that priority and that those resources go away from the donor side, you are left with a very crumbling sort of program, which then you have to struggle. Also, the way politicians and elected leaders perceive what is more important challenge is often shaped by their own interactions and their presence in company of these global actors. But of course, there are positives of it. Some of the challenges that at least I could gather in bits and pieces from those gentlemen are in fact the key challenges that many more countries face when they kind of engage and get entangled in the policy where there are increasing dominance for global players. So thank you. I'll also wrap it up there. And like I said, I wish to be in person, which would have been much more meaningful for me and you all. But thank you for bearing with this online arrangement. And thank you so much for the opportunity.
Thank you very much, Upendra. And I think so without my saying that there is a huge round of applause for you. And definitely, I think, because this is just a start. In 5 days, you can imagine, I think, a health policy program. It's not easy to actually start thinking upon the actors and policymakers, what are the key role. It requires a lot of thinking. And it is just a food for thought for every one of you who are there in 5 days, and that too containing many interactive sessions in between, some games in between, to just think on what are the intricacies of policy making which happens. It's not very straight process. It's a tedious process, it's a complicated process, and not only actors but other context is really very important. So that's why initially even I used to think that if we prepare a very good document that goes through easily, but that is not true. The content doesn't matter. Sometimes the contents are prepared in 2 days and that policy is passed. So that is what the policy is, and that is why the requirement of the actors and the context is even more important than the content itself, right? So thank you very much, Upendra, and we really missed you in person, and we hope that we can have the feedback boards. I think everyone want to show some feedbacks to you. I think you can see those feedbacks. So everyone, for the feedback board, you can see here. I think we don't have the green book. This one we have that. Yeah. Yeah. So I think this is the feedback for you. We would love to be you in the center of it, but right. So I think this shows. I think yes. So they are saying hello to you as well.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you all of you, and thank you, Petra, again for being with us. Okay, now few announcements by our team before